Alright, I'm getting the... Oh, wow. Oh, man. Let's see. Okay. Sorry. Oh, of course. So, I'm not doing anything multiplayer this time. Just because I want to try this game. And I sometimes think that reactionary videos are probably the best out there. So this is Rome Reborn. I'm not going to get all the technical aspects of this correct, but if you've experienced Nefertari, however it's pronounced, her tomb, they had done a technology, it's either Google or Microsoft, or it could be somebody else, but they did a 360 video and almost like a 3D printer and took pictures to the millimeter and it went into VR. From what I understand or what I heard, this does the same thing, only it took the ruins and then they digitally reconstructed this so that we could see Rome at the height of the empire. That is really cool. And looking at this, you can see the artistic rendering, definitely. I think versions 2.0 for VR will definitely take away the video game effect. Kind of like those doors look 2D to me. But it's stunning. The marble. It's enough that I could definitely picture. I'm over here looking at Zeus. I mean, Jupiter. Is that Justice? Or Nike? Or no, Justice. Ooh. Still gonna go with Justice. Hera? Anyway. It's my guess. Alright. I provide you with the basics of navigating around Rome Reborn. To begin the tutorial, select the map in the top right corner by pressing the trigger with your index finger. Okay. Oh. Okay. The map screen is useful for selecting info points. Oh, okay. So, Minerva? Juno. Jupiter. Okay. Obviously, I need to catch up on my Roman mythology. I thought I was well versed. I prefer Greek, and I probably don't pay much attention to what happened after. So I probably know the histories of the Greek version of this more than the Roman. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Okay. Cool. Now what? Okay. I did that. I hit your map. Did I? Okay. Guess I'm supposed to do something. Jupiter. I can play.
Jupiter is the Roman equivalent of Greek Zeus. He is a mature male with a full head of hair and a beard. His symbol is the staff and the eagle, who represents his dominion over the air.
That's all there is to it. Okay. No, but now I want to know more about Minerva. Who is she? Okay, guess I'm proceeding. Oh. Well, this is cool. This is really cool. Okay. All right, so I've seen the same style.
Wow. Welcome to Rome. Ancient Rome. My name's Bernard Fischer. I am the director of the Rome Reborn project. The project has the mission of recreating in 3D the city of ancient Rome as it appeared in 320 AD when the city reached the
Oh, that's
peak of
kind of
its
creepy.
urban development. Its population at that time was about 1 million people who lived and worked in some 7,000 buildings. Since the project started in 1997, we have rebuilt the digital model 3 times. The latest version is called Rome Reborn 3.0.
Ooh,
Rome Reborn VR uses version 3.0 of the
okay.
digital model to make it possible for you to freely explore the ancient city and, if you wish, to hear explanations about what you are seeing. Rome Reborn VR is a series of apps that present individual tours of the city, including, for example, apps dedicated to the Roman Forum, the Colosseum, the Pantheon, and the entire city seen from the air. Think of each app as a chapter in a guidebook about ancient Rome. You can gauge how much you have learned by registering on
Ooh, that's cool.
www.romereborn.org and taking the quizzes found there that will give you your expert rating.
Ooh,
We hope
expert
you enjoy
rating.
your tour.
That's cool. All right, so what you're saying is I get to do this. I get to have people watch me do this. I'm in Rome, rebuilt. I mean, huh. Yes, sir. That does say what you think it says. That's really cool. Now, I heard that these statues, these marble statues that were carved out, were actually supposed to be colored. And it's pretty interesting to see. Okay. So, I guess I'm going, and so I just hit this, and it takes me to a different place. So I'm just looking here. That's a little disappointing. I would honestly like to be able to walk around a lot like Queen Nefertari. Nefertari. I want to call her Nefertari, but I think I mispronounce it, and it's Nefertari. But anyway, like I liked being able to walk around in it. The only thing I didn't like was that the small cubby hole. I walk into it, and then I'm inside the wall, and then I have to squat to see. But when you just go in, you don't know what's going on. I think that maybe VR could improve, letting us know that we should squat. And I do agree with the immersiveness of it. All right. Ooh, so here's my choices. Oh, and is there a sign that says you are here? Because that would be helpful to the people who have no sense of direction. Okay. Temple. Does that look like a temple over there? Or is this the temple? No, this is the Senate, which is interesting because the Senate is where all the laws and stuff get passed, a lot like the American Senate. This was actually passed back from the Greek. That's interesting. And some argue that the American Empire is just a carryover of the Roman Empire, which I guess I could see the correlation. Okay, I'm picking a place, even though north. Well, thank you. That way's north. Where's the light coming from? This doesn't help. All right, so north is apparently that way. So, I mean, because I would like to be able to free roam in this lot. And maybe even have some NPCs walking around eventually. I know it's low budget, and I mean, I'm willing to contribute, but like have some NPCs that tell you more about it. A lot like maybe Ben Franklin in Assassin's Creed, the Boston one. That one was really cool. Like we learned a lot about. I think it was a fairly good replica of what his personality would be like. Anyway, let's see if there's anything that catches my mind. Impact of the Forum. Temple of Saturn. Harmonious Gods 1. Is that a copy? Like when you download something and you download it again because you can't find it and you're too lazy to go to your downloads folder. And then it re-downloads and it gives you that 1. Okay. Tabularium. What is a forum? That seems like a good place. Is that information? Like, that seems like a good place to go. Okay. All right, here we go. What is a forum? Oh, so this is where we are on the map. So the what is a forum thing is right here where we are. That's nice to know. Maybe a little like person symbol or something. Okay. There are many fora in the city of Rome. The Roman Forum was the grandiest of them all. Listen here to learn what the Romans meant by the term forum.
We
Sure.
call this part of the city the Roman Forum, but what does the word forum really mean? First, let's note that this wasn't the only space called a forum in Rome. In early times, there was also a forum for the cattle market and others for vegetables, pigs, fish, fowl, and flour. Starting with Julius Caesar, other forums were added by Rome's leaders in the area just north of the Roman Forum. What do all these places have in common? Etymology helps. Forum is related to the word foris, which means outside, out of doors. A forum is a large open-air civic space used for a variety of purposes. In English, we would call such a space a plaza or a square. The Roman Forum was undoubtedly the most versatile as well as the most significant of the public plazas in Rome. At various times, it hosted markets, shops, public spectacles such as gladiatorial combats, political assemblies, law courts, religious shrines, and last but not least, monuments to important leaders and historical events. The Romans themselves came to view the Roman Forum as the symbolic center of their city and indeed of their empire.
All right, that's pretty cool. So it is not the same place that you go to on a computer and you talk to other people in. Just so you guys know. All right, what are we going to learn about? So if we are here, then we have some Gemonian stairs. Gemonian stairs. Okay. What's up? Okay, these are cool. So this staircase linked the forum to the top of the Capitol line. Convicts were sometimes executed here. Oh. Like here? Like, or up there? If killed elsewhere, their corpses were exposed on the stairs. Okay. For these reasons, it came to be known as the Gemonian stairs of mourning. Oh man, okay, tell me about it.
Between the prison and the Temple of Concordia
where's
is
the
a
prison?
staircase known...
Hold on, where's the prison? Is that... Well, before I can continue, can you tell me where the prison is? That would be nice on this map because, like, right here, you're telling me something cool, but I don't know where the prison is.
Between the prison and the Temple of Concordia is a staircase known...
Concordia. Okay, well, you're saying it's between that, so I'm guessing here.
Between the prison and the Temple of Concordia is a staircase known as the Gemonian Stairs. Its nickname was the Stairs of Mourning because the staircase was used as one of several places where important criminals were literally thrown to death. Criminals executed in the neighboring prison might have had their bodies thrown down the stairs and allowed to rot away on them. The stairs may predate Rome's second emperor Tiberius, but they are first mentioned in the records of his reign. He put so many people to death on the stairs of mourning that there were some who thought his corpse should be disgraced by being tossed down the stairs when he died in 37 AD. Appropriately, one of the last to be executed this way under Tiberius was none other than the head of his Praetorian Guard, Sejanus.
Huh.
He got too big for his britches and aroused Tiberius's anger. The emperor had him arrested and strangled. Then his corpse was thrown down the Gemonian stairs, where it was abused for 3 days by the mob before being thrown into the Tiber River.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, that was pretty deep. All right. I will mourn for the lives lost. Okay. And I could give a moment of silence, but a moment is actually a measurement of time, which is about 90 seconds. And I'm not willing to waste 90 seconds in a digital game. All right, let's see. Where is it? Hopefully, one of these is the prism. So we were there. So this must be, let's see. Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay, so we were there. We were over there. Now I'm here. Okay. This time warp. Okay. This building delimits the Roman Forum on the west at the foot of the Capitol line. And there is a west thing here. There's north, there's east, and there's south. That helps. That's good. Thank you. And Capitoline Hill. Conventionally called the Tabularium State Record Office. Okay. State Record Office. Its name and function are not known. Okay. So it was here. It was called this. And it was the State Record Office. But we don't know what it does. All right, cool. So let's go here. Is this the prison? A small building on 2 levels. The carcer was the place where convicts were held prior to being put to death. Oh, okay. Well, see, like, that's tiny. Comparatively speaking, I mean, you probably only had like 5 at a time, and I'm assuming you die pretty quickly. And this is Latin, I'm assuming. And you never try to repeat what is written on walls in Latin. If you haven't figured it out yet, by all the horror movies, when you see something written somewhere, especially on walls, you don't say, "Oh, I know, I can read this. I somehow know Latin. Let me repeat it outward and then tell you it means whoever reads this out loud is cursed." But I'm sure it's nothing. All right, bye.
The prison of the Roman state was located
I want
here
to see
in this
inside of it.
two-story building.
Can I see?
As the inscription on the travertine facade indicates, it was restored around 40 AD by Marcus Vibius Rufinus and Marcus Cocceius Nerva.
Like, I want to see you.
The structure had just
I hear
2
your
prison
voice
cells,
this way.
one atop the other. Citizens found guilty of a crime faced punishments ranging from a fine to infamy or exile. Only the crimes of treason and parricide were capital. Roman law did not foresee correction
Parricide,
and
that's the
reform
killing of
criminals,
parents, right?
which indeed is a very modern idea. So if you were sent to this prison, it wasn't to serve a term, but to be put to death by starvation or strangulation.
Oh my.
This
Okay.
rarely happened, so it is not surprising that the building is small in comparison with a modern jail or penitentiary. Notable executions on record include the Catilinarian conspirators who plotted to overthrow the state in 63 BC, but who were stopped by the consul of the year Cicero. Foreign leaders were also put to death here, something we hear happened to Jugurtha and Vercingetorix.
Okay. Let's see. Argiletium. My Latin is horrible. My apologies. Okay, Marfario. Okay. North. So, according to this, that should be the Marfalio that looks like a building, but that, or maybe it's that little mound. So right there. Okay. Oh, it's the statue. That's cool. I like statues. The colossal statue of a water spirit, perhaps Tiberianus, is known by the modern name of Marforio. 16th century views document that it was erected in this area of the Roman Forum. Okay.
The Rome Reborn team has put a monumental water god in this part of the forum. They have done so fully aware that not all scholars will agree with this placement of the statue. Although the statue depicted here still survives fairly well intact and is displayed in the courtyard of the new palace wing of the Capitoline Museums, its ancient provenience has hardly been a matter of archaeological research. From a wonderful panoramic drawing of the Roman Forum made by Dutch artist Martin van Heemskerk in the 1530s, we know exactly where the statue stood before it was brought up to the Capitoline in the late 16th century, in front of the Church of Saints Martin and Luke, next to the Roman Senate House and across the street from the state prison. That is to say, it stood right where the Rome Reborn team has restored it until it was moved in the 1580s. The few scholars who have considered the matter have expressed doubt about whether the modern find spot corresponds to the monument's original location in the ancient city. But the Rome Reborn team thinks that that was at least possible, if not highly probable, and that we should imagine the statue exactly where it was repeatedly illustrated before it was moved up to the top of the nearby Capitoline Hill. Why? First, there was a good water supply in this area. Just behind the spot, there was a big public toilet or latrine in the adjacent Forum of Julius Caesar. What? Secondly, there is a practical matter that our statue, which is 6.5 meters long by 2.4 meters high and would have weighed 20 tons, would have been quite a challenge for people in the Dark Ages to have moved. We know that at the end of the Dark Ages, the statue was located in this spot. Finally, there is the point that we know nothing else that stood on this spot in the Roman Forum. In fact, without this fountain statue, we would have a void in our reconstruction of the Roman Forum. Something must have stood here. Why not this monumental statue fountain of a water god? Why not indeed? Recent research has shown that the presence of
you could do like a hologram of your face, because it's a little disconcerting just to hear you talking.
Rare. We have well-attested examples from Roman Corinth and from as far afield as the Roman municipality of Coimbra in modern-day Portugal. We are not certain what water god is represented. It is possible that the 9th century AD guidebook to Rome got it right in calling this a personification of the Tiber River, known as Tiberinus.
Yes, I've heard of that.
This god had his main shrine on the Tiber Island and was honored at several festivals each year. A monumental statue of Tiberinus in the Roman Forum would be quite appropriate.
I have to do what now?
He was intimately associated with the founding myth of the city, the miraculous salvation of the twins Romulus.
Excuse me. I have to get an urgent phone call, apparently. Okay, so do you need Botox? Oh, okay. So you need muscle. Okay. All right. So, okay. So something's wrong with your master cylinder? Your oh man. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. All right. I'm on my way. All right. Okay. Well, we can be safe about it. I think I even have like the safety thing. I don't know. Anyway, I'm on my way. Okay. Bye. Okay, well, mom's job never ends, I suppose. I will have to come back to this. It's sad because I was having a really good time. All right.